There was a time when distance decided everything. If you needed to send information, you had two choices: carry it yourself or trust someone else to carry it. A letter could take weeks. A military order could take days. And by the time it arrived, the situation on the ground had already changed. Entire battles were lost, not because of weak armies, but because instructions came too late. By the 20th century, this wasn't just inconvenient, it was dangerous. Factories were moving faster, governments were making decisions faster, weapons were faster, communication wasn't. During the Cold War, the United States faced a terrifying scenario. If one central communication hub was destroyed, everything could go silent. No orders, no coordination, no response. That's when engineers stopped asking, how do we send messages faster? They started asking, how do we keep messages moving even if parts of the system are destroyed? That single shift in thinking led to something entirely new. In 1969, ARPANET connected 4 universities in the United States. Nothing global, no oceans involved, just landlines. The data moved through regular telephone cables, but instead of carrying voice, those cables carried electrical pulses. The first message ever sent over this network wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a command. It wasn't a full sentence. They tried to send the word Logan. The system crashed after 2 letters. What arrived on the other side was just LO. That was the first internet message in history. When you send a message, it doesn't move as one solid piece. Your computer breaks it into small parts. These parts are called packets. Each packet carries a fragment of the message, the destination address, a number showing its position. Each packet leaves your device, reaches your modem, then your internet provider, then larger network routers. A router's job is simple. It reads the address and decides where to send the packet next. It doesn't know the whole message. It doesn't care what the message says. It only knows where to forward it. Packets don't follow one fixed road. They take whatever path is open. One packet might travel through Germany, another through Turkey, another through a completely different route. If a path is busy or broken, the packet is redirected. At the destination, the receiving computer gathers all the packets, puts them back in order, and rebuilds the original message. If one piece is missing, the system requests it again. That's why the internet rarely collapses from a single failure. The early network stayed inside the United States. It wasn't global yet. As other countries wanted to connect in the 1980s and 1990s, engineers needed faster and more stable international links. Satellites were used, but they were slow and expensive. So cables were laid under oceans. At first, these cables carried phone calls. Later, they were replaced by fiber optic cables. Fiber cables don't carry electricity. They carry light. Your message becomes tiny flashes of light, moving through glass strands thinner than a human hair. Today, most global internet traffic moves through these underwater fiber cables, not through satellites, through glass, under the sea. The internet doesn't depend on one central brain. It's a network of networks. If one cable fails, traffic reroutes. If one server shuts down, data finds another path. It was built to survive damage. That was the original goal. Now imagine the internet disappears for 24 hours. Online payments stop. ATMs stop. Stock markets freeze. Billions of dollars in transactions don't move. Hospitals lose access to cloud records. Air traffic systems slow down. Shipping ports lose coordination. Factories don't receive digital orders. Supply chains pause. Governments lose real-time data. Because the internet is no longer just a communication tool. It's the system that keeps everything synchronized. The internet wasn't created for entertainment. It was built to solve one brutal problem: how to keep information moving even when parts of the world are breaking. That solution quietly became the backbone of modern civilization. And most people never notice it until it's gone.